Games created by a solo indie developer or an experienced game studio have one common goal: creating a unique experience for the player, and this goal can be easily compromised if we ignore the player's experiences during the game development process. In this devlog, I will talk about many changes I've made to my indie game to create a smoother experience for the player, and my next step to release an early access version of the game on Steam. Hi there, I'm Exca and I'm working on a colony simulation game where you build a colony on the moon or Mars and strive to survive. Different from many colony games, Too Far Too Late puts you directly in the role of one of the colonists instead of being a superior being. That means that you can take part in the activities of the colony, crafting, building, and mining resources to help the colony in its goals. And as the colony is in space, you also have to take care of your survival, the outpost energy, production of food, water, and oxygen for you and the other colonists. Like many indie game dev or game studio, I want to innovate in a concept that I like and try to create a new experience for the player. By mixing colony management game with survival and sandbox experience, Too Far Too Late will offer a new challenge to the player. But how to make sure that the gameplay will be clear enough to new players who are accustomed to other survival or colony games, and how to keep it different from these other kind of games to create a unique experience? Part of the answer is by iterating over the gameplay and extensively testing the game with new players through more playtesting sessions. I will showcase the different changes that I've implemented since the last update, and also I will detail the process of creating my Steam page to increase visibility and interest through wishlists. I organized playtesting session last year with the initial goal of confirming player interest in the game concept. This time, the focus shifted to improving the control system, which was previously complex and non-intuitive. Organizing new playtesting sessions proved to be an effective solution for testing and validating the changes made to the game. So, what changes were made? In the previous iteration, player actions were triggered via keyboard inputs, with each action bound to a specific key. And object selection was achieved through the Tab key, while moving using WASD key. Now, in the new control system, players continue to move with the WASD key and can now simply right-click on highlighted objects or characters to access a contextual action menu. The highlight is managed by a raycast selection that applies an outline shader to the object below the mouse cursor. According to the selected object or character, the contextual action menu will check which action can be executed, and the player's character will execute the action. Now it's far more easy to take part in the construction of the outpost and manage the colony. Sometimes, as developers, we expect players to learn the controls before starting to play. However, players may already have their own gaming experience and intuitively attempt to use the keyboard and mouse, interacting with objects in the way they expect the game to function. The challenge lies in understanding how the player will interact with the game and creating a smooth experience without overly complex controls. By eliminating obstacles, additional gameplay elements are emerging and improved. I am planning more small improvements to address any remaining blockers and gradually create a better gameplay experience. Like many indie game developers, I want to dedicate more time to work on my game and gain independence to continue its development. Completing the gameplay, publishing it on Steam, and integrating additional features are parts of this journey. For that, it must be a good product that people will find easily by other players' recommendations. Early visibility on Steam is crucial, as it increases the potential of receiving wishlists and being recommended to people who enjoy similar games. However, publishing a game on Steam requires some effort. But it's a necessary step for a serious business looking to reach a wide audience. In a couple of months, I had to establish my company, open a separate bank account, and do many other boring administrative tasks, but these are the basic requirements for handling finance and legal matters the right way. Additionally, creating a Steam work account and adhering to Steam's guidelines ensure that the games meet quality standards and can take advantage of Steam's features. While the process may involve some upfront work, it's essential for developers looking to establish a presence on one of the largest gaming platforms available. The Steam page must show many features of the game and convince a future player in a matter of a few seconds. Many images must be prepared in the Steam format, the game's descriptions and tags. In my case, now that the first version of my Steam page is ready and published, I rely on your support to add the game to your wishlist, as each addition contributes directly to its visibility. Thank you in advance for your consideration in doing so. You can find the link to the Steam page in the description. The games page will serve as a communication hub for development updates and to engage with the community. It's a great platform to share news about the game's progress, upcoming features, and any significant milestone reached during development. Additionally, the Steam page can be used to receive requests from players interested in playtesting the game. This interaction with the community will be a great opportunity to receive more ideas and feedback. With the Steam page ready, now my goal for the early access is to have a great part of the survival features implemented. Implementing water and food consumption for colonists will add a crucial layer of realism and challenge to the gameplay. Players will need to ensure their colony has a sustainable supply of essential resources to keep their colonists alive and healthy. Also, I want to improve how colonists handle items, such as the inventory system and item management, which will make the gameplay more intuitive and reduce micromanagement. Currently, they only take the items required for one task at a time, and global inventory management is missing, with storage priorities, delivery of construction parts to multiple buildings, and inventory custom filters to store the same item types together. With improved item handlings, players can efficiently allocate resources, assign tasks by priorities, and maintain a well-organized base. And with all of that, the game will receive a main goal. For the early access, this goal will be to build and launch a rocket to get back to Earth. Rockets will require advanced parts that will be crafted in different machines and a large quantity of fuel. Building rockets for travel will open up new possibilities for exploration and expansion. Later, the player will define their own goals to travel, explore, expand, and engage in commerce with Earth or other colonies, etc. This goal will add more variety to the gameplay experience. That's it for this devlog. I hope it will serve as a valuable resource for other indie game devs in their journey to create new game experiences, and also for you as a player who wants to stay connected during the development process. Once again, thanks for your support, whether by watching this video, liking it, subscribing for future devlogs, or even simply wishlisting the game to boost its visibility. Every contribution is immensely appreciated. See you next time!